Hello there. Okay, so let's have a look at something that's really exciting in Avarice. Now, if you don't know about it, and you don't know too much about it, this is the lending option. So you can request a loan, okay, and you can also lend to that loan, okay. So I'm going to show you both sides of it. So first, let's have a look at requesting a loan. And the details on that, okay? So as you can see here, I have all these stakes, okay? Now as you can see right beside it, so we're on the lending tab, okay? As you can see beside, we've got get loans. So basically every stake that you have that has dividends on it, you can actually get a loan, okay? Based on how much you have. So for example, let's take this one for example. This one here has 1.13 BNB current dividends, all right? You can see it's under the BNB dividends, all right? So that's what we have on this stake right now. So if I wanted to get a loan on this, now there could be many reasons why you want to get a loan, take a loan out on your stake. One could be that, you know, you might have bought into the auction when it was on a high day, for example, the day when it was 3,000, and you could have got less tokens. So by doing a loan and getting a loan against your dividends, you could then rebuy into an auction and get more tokens. Okay, so you can sort of hedge against your own stake almost, you know, with trying to increase your dividends. So that's one way of looking at it. Or it could be just because you need the BNB for something, you know, or rather. So anyway, this is how you do it. Okay, so we've established the fact that this here, I'm going to use this one here for an example. I've got 1.13. Okay. Now you can take a loan right up to that full amount. All right. So I'm going to show you the details on how to do this. So if we click on get loan, so right here you can see it's automatically filled this text field with 1.134. So it's just giving you an indication. So let's say, for example, I wanted to request a loan for 1 BNB. Okay. So I'll put in 1 in here. Now, the amount of days depends on how long you want the loan duration to go for. Now, if you are making it for a short time, for let's say 4 to 6 days or even up to 10 days, you can probably, you know, the percentage that you will give to the lender, you could probably bring that back a bit and not be so high, because it means they will get, you know, their BNB that they loaned you and also the interest back in a shorter time period. Okay, so they're probably going to be more inclined to take your loan, to fill your loan request if it's for a shorter time period. So for example, let's take this one for example. So okay, so we know we've got 1.1. So I'm just going to do 1. Okay, and I'm going to make this the minimum. The minimum, as you can see, it's written here, loan duration days must be equal or higher than 4 days. Okay, so I'm going to do the minimum, all right, 4 days. And to try and, if I want to get this, you know, if I want to get this loan filled quick, then I'll probably want to put it in a high percentage for the lender. All right, so I'm going to put in a return of, on 1 BNB, I'm going to put a return of 6%. Actually, let's make it easy so you understand this, 5%. Okay, so 5%, if we grab the calculator, I'll just pull this across, and we go 1 BNB, okay, plus 5% is 0.5, so it will be that in total. Okay, 1 plus 5% is 1.05. So in here, we would put 1.05, okay, and this amount here, including the interest, is still under the amount that we have available in dividends currently now. So you can go up to that full amount. So you could make this 1.01 if you wanted to, but I'm just making this easier for you to understand. So as long as you understand that the total return, okay, this is with return, has to be either equal to or less than the amount that you have available in dividends, okay? Because what happens is that there will be paid like it's guaranteed to be paid to the lender, okay? Because if you have those dividends on there, as soon as you make this request, it's guaranteed that the lender will get those funds plus the interest, okay? So that's why it's set up like this, all right? Now, when you make a loan, when you create a loan like this, you have to pay 2%, okay? So what will happen is when you make the loan request, all right, and then the lender fills the loan for you, you will get that 1 BNB back minus 2%. So if we bring the calculator back here, and we just clear this and we go 1 BNB, okay, minus 2% equals, so 0.98 is how much you will actually get back, okay? So you would have paid 1.05 because remember you've got to add the percentage on for the lender, otherwise he's not going to take the loan, he's not going to fill it for you. So that's at 5%, but I mean you could go higher than this. If you wanted to make sure that the loan gets filled, you could do it, you could run it, think of it like this. If you do 1% per day for the lender, right, over a short period of time, he's going to snap this up quick, okay? So you'll get your BNB fast and you won't lose too much. I mean, you could put a 7 in here, and that would be 7%, all right, on 1 BNB, all right, which is pretty good, okay? So that's the way you do it. Now, I'm going to create this loan request, okay, just so I can show you actually what it looks like, all right? So I'm going to do it, I'll do it a little bit less so it won't get snapped up quick, all right? But I'm going to do it for that, okay? So I'm going to create loan request. Now it'll bring up MetaMask, and we just need to confirm that, okay? And then once that's been added, you can see down here we have these two, okay? These ones are current, but they might not even be there by now. By the time I started this video, they could actually be already gone, okay? So I'll wait until this completes, and once this completes, it'll either come down here instantly or else I'll have to refresh the page, okay? So successfully created loan request, okay? So it's not right here now, but what I'll do is I'll refresh the page, okay? And one of them had gone, but here's our one, okay? Here's the one that I just made, okay? So I want to loan 1 BNB, all right? And for the lender, he will come and see this and he'll say, 4 days, 5%, that's pretty good. That's a little bit more than 1% per day. If I lend him 1 BNB, I'm going to get 1.050 back in 4 days. That's pretty good, all right? So here, once you've created this, you can see here, you can cancel the loan request at any time and you can also update it, all right? So if I click on update, you'll notice here now we have the same box. So all I need to do is, if I wanted to change this, for example, from 5%, because for some reason it wasn't selling, or a lender wasn't taking it, I could increase that amount. Okay. Remember, as long as you don't go over the amount of BNB dividends that you have in there for the total of this, then you're fine. Okay. And then you can also cancel. So in this case, I'm going to cancel it unless somebody's already taken it and filled it, which looks like they have because I'm getting this message. See this message right here? Okay. So what that means is somebody's actually filled it. Okay. So if I refresh, you'll see that it's probably gone. It's gone. Okay. So you can see up here, it's quite funny. Okay. So here you can see right here, you have 0.98 BNB loaned, which is exactly what I showed you. Okay. So we're 1 BNB minus the 2%. All right. So now I can show you this. I'm going to click on this and let me just have a look here. Okay, this is obviously not, maybe the contract hasn't, oh, that's that one. Okay, I see I had the other one still left. Okay, so we'll just finish that. We'll just clear MetaMask. I had another contract running. So now we'll click on this. Okay, so here's my balance. You can see my balance of BNB is right here, 1.242. Okay, so if I click on this, okay, now it's going to bring this up. I'm going to go confirm right there. I always wait until it stops flashing, back and forward until the confirm button is actually solid. Now you watch this balance. Okay, we've got 1.242. Okay, so as soon as this transaction, if we come up here and have a look at it, okay, it's still going, and there it's now it's look. Now I've got 2.2 showing here. It will show also in this, there we go, 2.2. Okay, so as you can see, that happened really quick. All right, so I didn't even have time to cancel That's how fast it went, right? So if you if you want to get BNB fast, there's your solution. All right. Now I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back in the auction with that. Today is actually looking quite low, so I'm actually going to go back in the auction with that 0.98 and capitalize on it and get more tokens probably than what I got for that original stake. All right. So now what will happen for the actual lender? Okay, they won't actually receive that BNB and the interest until the loan duration has completed. So as you can see here, I have two. Okay, you can see I've made, now this one here is I've got 5 days left. This was actually for 7 days. All right, so this is how much I lent them, 0.9. Okay, and this is how much I'm going to get back, 1.04 BNB. Okay, and this is another one that I did. I lent, this was another one for 7. This has got 7 days left. This had 8 days originally. I lent them 0.4 BNB and I'm getting 0.42. Okay, so this is just 2 that I've done, and I'll be doing a lot more, because you've got to think about this. If you're a lender, and you know the price of BNB, obviously the market's a little bit unstable at the moment, but this is a great hedge, because if you're coming in here with your BNB that otherwise might not be doing anything but just sitting in your wallet, you know, you can use that to gain some interest on by lending this out. Okay, and obviously if you do shorter time frames, you can just keep doing that with the same BNB. You know, like for this one here, this is 20 days. Okay, so I'm not too keen on the longer ones. I like the shorter ones. Okay, because then you're getting your BNB return back quick, and you can just rinse and repeat, go in with more loans. Okay, so as a lender, this is a really good hedge against the market conditions. All right. Now I wanted to touch on something else, is that, which is really cool, is that you can do multiple loans on one stake. Okay, so for example, I just made that one then, right? And when this one here, when this one, actually it's not that one, where is it? Oh, that one's actually gone. It's in the pit right now. But anyway, I had 1.13 BNB. Okay, so oh, here it is. There it is here, right here. This is actually the one. This is what I've got left right now. This is what I've got left. Okay, after, you can see here, this is what I've got left after the loan amount has gone out. The amount for the lender has gone out. Okay, so that's been taken now, but they won't get that until the end of the loan duration. Okay, but let's say, for example, that 4 days is up. So that first loan that I just did now, that is completed. All right, and the lender's got his money, got his BNB, and got his interest, and the loan's finished. Right, the contract's complete. And say, for example, I have another, I don't know, maybe I have another 0.1 again on this. Okay, I can now take another loan on that. Okay, so you can take multiple loans on a single stake, as long as the first loan that you've taken out is completed and you have more dividends in there. You can take out another loan. You can keep doing that. Okay, which is really cool. Now, one thing I will mention too is that if, for example, this stake right here, say for example I have that for sale, okay, in the buy and sell. All right, let's say for example I'm selling that. If I go to get a loan on this, that will actually cancel that sale. Okay, so you can't have two running at the same time. All right, either a loan or a sale, but not two running at the same time. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And that's basically it. But I mean, it's a really amazing addition to this platform. I'm really impressed with what Avarice is doing, and they've got a lot more coming, and they're creating new partnerships. So they're really looking at sustainability. And this buyback, if you don't know about the buyback system, that's another thing that I forgot to mention. I'll mention that right now. This 2% right here, okay? So 1% of that goes directly back into the auction for buybacks, okay? And the other percent goes to the dev marketing wallet, which is, you know, obviously we need marketing if we want sustainability on this platform, we need marketing. Because there's only so many YouTubers covering this, and there's only so much money that can come into this, all right? There's so much BNB until you need new people, obviously. And if people really, really like this project and they want to, and they think smart, all right? If you think smart, you will reinvest. You know, when you claim a stake, put some of your BNB back in. You'll create a new stake for yourself, and you'll also help keep the platform alive and sustain it for longer, all right? It's all part of the process. And you've got to think that in the future anyway, when your stake runs out, those original tokens probably won't be worth as much. So you want to go into the auction and get some new tokens. You'll probably get more than what you originally got, okay, for the same price. So that's to keep this program rolling, keep the sustainability going. It's really important, you know, that you don't get greedy. All right, you don't get greedy. All right, you don't take all the time. Always give back a little bit, and then you'll be able to take for a lot longer. All right, if you always give back. It's the same in life. All right. So that's basically it. That's all you need to know about the lending. And I think I've covered everything. And so you can see here, this is pretty cool. You can see here that this one says currently loaned. Okay. So as soon as that loan's complete, that'll come back to get loan again. All right. That'll change back to get loan, and then you'll be able to get another loan. So that's your indication right there. Okay. So you can do as many loans as you want. And I can tell you what, if you make it, you know, attractable like I just did right then with that one, because I mean that was 6%, 5% on 4 days. All right, now that's more than 1% per day. Of course you're gonna fill it, and look, you saw how fast that went, so it's pretty obvious that, you know, people are waiting for these. Now this 20-day one will take longer. All right, if I refresh this, it's probably still here. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay, so it's still here. Okay, so, you know, if this was 10 days and this was like, you know, 7 or 8%, it would probably go. But this is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit, I wouldn't take this, okay, because the percentage is too low for the time frame. If this was like at 10% or 14 or 15%, I might think about it. But 20 days, I would rather turn, as a lender, I would rather turn over my BNB faster and then being able to use that again for another loan so I can keep, you know, keep getting interest off it. Okay. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you, and take care, look after yourselves and others. All right. Never be selfish. Always look after others. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.